Hey guys, welcome back to my page. I did tell you I was going to show you guys how I do a site change, and actually this is going to be my first one on the X2. So I'm hoping everything's the same and the pump just walks me through the steps, but we'll find out together. Alright, so I have my pump. I have my infusion set. This is what I couldn't think of earlier, and it is a T90 connect. I have a cartridge, which I have my G4, and I'm 90% sure it's gonna fit the X2. If not, then I guess I'll need to order some other ones, but I think it's gonna fit. I have my Humalog. There's my Humalog. I was super sad because I had just started using Apidra, and although I love Apidra, Apidra does not work in tandem. It makes it cause occlusions, so then you have to change more often, and I don't have time for that. And then I have my syringe. And there's the one piece. And then here's the needle. You'll see it in a minute. And I've already wiped my arm down with an alcohol pad. I'm actually going to put it about right in this area because they can't be exactly up on each other, but that should give me enough room. Here's where my old one is, so I'm going to put my new one about right here. So I'm just going to run through the steps of how I do my site change and go from there. So this is the first time I'm using this, but I did go ahead and program my settings. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. That's how you always get into your pump. Then I'm going to go here where it says options. Then I'm going to click on load and change cartridge. Now here's where it tells you disconnect the infusion set from your body and press next to continue. So I'm going to go ahead and press next. Then preparing for a cartridge. Now I can remove the old one. Now this one just has the dummy cartridge in it, so I'm just gonna take that off. And this is what I was saying about if you lose those little keys. I use this for this piece. I don't know if you can see it. This little piece right here. Yeah, like right there. So I'll take this, put it in there, pops right off. And I always get butterfingers when I have to undo these. And I just cut all my nails off today, so that doesn't help any. Alright. So, my cartridge is open. To open this, set that there. I'm going to open this. It has the needle. Screw these two together. Alright. Then draw back. I usually do about 250 to 300 now. Just depends. And when you do that, it makes it easier to pull the insulin out. It's really not too bad because I'm already halfway down, but if this was a fresh bottle, that would help a lot. And you just pull back. Some days I'm better at this than others. Alright, so put a little extra in just to get those air bubbles out. Alright, then what I like to do is I flick the top. See right now, let's see if we can focus in on that. I don't think you guys can see it. Alright, yeah, there. See those air bubbles? They have to go. Flick it a few times. Then I just, until I see that air bubble come through. There we go. So now there's just, let's see there. I don't know. Alright. We're good. So now, I take this, the cartridge, and right where that little dot is, I put this right into there. I try to get it more in the center. Then you just fill. Don't let go, pull it out, and that's that. Set this here. I'll put this back on here. I like to undo that. That way I can throw that in my sharps box. Then, this has a groove that fits this. So you slide that right back on there. And then before I forget, because I forget this all the time, put my case back on. Before I hook up to the site, go ahead and put this back on. So then I do this and this. And alright, I'm gonna let this sit for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and put my site on. Alright, so take the plastic off. Take this off. Where a little tab is, pop that. Alright, then it looks like this. There's the cannula with the cover over it. Here's the the paper that's covering the adhesive. And here is my tubing. It's wound in there. So you have to uncoil that just like this. Alright, and yeah. Now there's a little groove in there, right there. I don't know if you can see it. I like to put that right there. So then I go ahead and pull that off. Now you can see the cannula. Yes, this is what jabs me right quick. But it's not, I mean, it's not as bad as it looks. Just, it pokes in, but then the metal all comes out. You'll see when I do it. It all comes back out. Then I take this off. Like that. Be careful with this because in the beginning I lost a few because I like pulled it off late, and if it comes apart, you can't put it back together even though you didn't use it. So it's basically done for. Now you want to put your fingers down here. You kind of pull and turn at the same time, but don't put your fingers here, even though that's where the finger marks are, because this is what makes the cannula shoot up. So hold here where these grooves are, and then you kind of pull and twist, and I always do this wrong. Like, it takes me a couple. There you go. See? Now, and this is what it'll look like if you're actually putting it on. It goes like that. And that's how quickly it stabs you, pokes you, whatever term you'd like to use. So let me pull. Alright. So I'm gonna do mine this way just because I'm putting it on my arm, and then the tubing's gonna go up my arm and down my shirt. So what I do is I just put that back here. I grab that like that. Everything's alarming on me. It's telling me that I'm not finished, that I need to finish. So then I just put that on my arm. Pretty sure you guys can see. And I just push those two. Ooh. There we go. Then I like to just push on that a little bit, make sure it goes in. Then you just pull, and then that comes off. So then that's that. Alright, see, my sight's on. Probably should have did it a little higher, but we'll see how this works. It is a little low, but hopefully it works out. No blood, so we're clear right now. So you squeeze the little tabs and you pull at the same time, and then that's how it comes on, because you have to disconnect to start this to wind it up. And just screw those in. That way it's tight. Then turn this back on. Alright. 1, 2, 3. It says change cartridge alert. The cartridge loading process has not been completed. Close. It says remove the cartridge and install a filled cartridge. Press the unlock button when complete. Unlock. Now press next to continue. Now it's detecting the new cartridge that I've just put in, the full one. And when I load this, I'm just going to load it in real time. So, I mean, of course it's going to be shorter because I'm explaining it instead of just doing it. But you guys can see how long the steps really take. And this says, make sure the set is disconnected from your body and securely connect the tube to your cartridge, which I already did. Press next to fill your tubing. Now, I hit next, and I hold mine straight like this. And then it'll say fill tubing, and then hit start. Usually mine runs to about 16. So let me zoom out. Alright, so this, and then I just hold the tubing up. So basically, I'm going to zoom back in, and I'm going to show you guys the edge so you can see when the actual insulin starts to come out the end. I'm moving all around. Oops. I'm just going to put this part between my legs, and then that way it'll... So I'm just gonna hold this. Alright, it's still filling. We're at 12, 12.4, 13.1, 13.5, 14.2, 15.5, and there's the insulin. So you hit stop. This is how it reads. Alright. If you see drops at the end of the tubing, press done. If no insulin drops are noticed, press fill to continue filling. And this calculated that I stopped it at 16. Oh, whoops, sorry. So 1, 2, 3. Stopped it at 16. I'm done. Now I want to fill my cannula. Now what I do is I connect back onto my arm. Try to see a good way. There you go. Now sometimes I might have to do this a couple times. See if I can get it on the first try. Ooh, I did. Alright, so I'm connected back. Hit next to fill. Oops. Went out again. 1, 2, 3. Next. And start. So now it's going to fill the cannula. That's finished. And now it's going to set reminder. And this is for 3 days out for when I should change my site again. Change the cartridge. So hit save. And hit done. Test in 1 to 2 hours. And now it says resume insulin now. This will resume your basal and the active personal profile. So I'm going to hit resume. And I'm all done. And that is it. I am hooked up and ready to go on my new TSlimX2. Thank you guys.